Hi, let's talk about accounting standards. You're welcome to episode 1 of Synopsis of Accounting Standards, and today we'll be talking about where and how it all began. I'm so excited for this episode because I thought about it and I realized that it's not going to make sense to just come and dump bulky, complex standards on you. No, we actually have to look at where it all began. Why do we need accounting standards? How was it born? What led to the need? Why are we even disturbing ourselves for all these things? So I created a story and I wanted to watch that first. Yeah? Story time. There were 3 companies. Company A, B, and C. These 3 companies were in the same industry of the same size and they had the same accounting year end. They all decided, okay, let's buy the exact same delivery van worth 10 million naira. But because there were no common accounting standards at the time, each of these companies accounted for the van differently. Company A recognized it as an asset, Company B an expense, and Company C did not even recognize it at all. Now, the same transaction produced different financial statements, different profits. Investors were confused. How do we compare these companies? How do we make decisions? It was a difficult task. And that was how the IASC was formed in the year 1973. It was formed by different professional accounting bodies all over the world, different countries rather, and the goal was to develop international standards that will harmonize financial reporting and improve comparability. However, as the global markets continued to grow, they could not keep up. Most of their members were on part-time basis. They didn't have the independence that was necessary, the speed. They didn't even have the technical vigor or the resources to meet the demands of the rapidly changing global economy. What would they do? So they had to think of something, and that was how the IASB was established in the year 2001. Yes, International Accounting Standards Board solved these problems. It addressed the challenges by appointing full-time staff members to strengthen independence. It developed a high set of accounting quality standards and rewrote all those old rules. But then, these standards are not just created anyhow. There's what we call the Conceptual Framework, which is the foundation for financial reporting. Well, we'll talk about that in our next episode, but think of it like the constitution that the ISB uses. And today we have what we call accounting standards. Now you know how it all began and why we need it. It's so important to accountants, and it's very important to the world of accounting as a whole. In our next episode, I'll be talking about conceptual framework. If you fully understood this and you are sure, like you can beat your chest and say, yes, I understood this, well, try out the quiz I prepared for you. It's just 5 questions. If you have any question, ask me in the comment section and drop your quiz answers in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Let's interact together. Make sure you subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.